Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a theory about why GTA 6 doesn't have a trailer 2 yet, because there's an interview recently out. This is from a channel called Addy. I'll link the original video in the description as I usually do, and be sure to subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, just
it's Take-Two. I was hoping it was Rockstar, but whatever.
New interview in which he was asked about GTA 6, and he revealed some of Rockstar's marketing plans. So I'm going to just play you a little bit of that interview, and then we're going to take it bit by bit and discuss what this could all mean.
So you mentioned Grand Theft Auto. We have to talk about that when you talk about the large cinematic experience on a console. Give us a sense of Grand Theft Auto 5 versus 6. It's been 12 years now. Seems like a long time. Why does it take that long to come up with 6?
We think you need to create enormous anticipation on the one hand. And of course, on the other hand, it takes a long time to develop these big, robust experiences. Rockstar Games seeks perfection in what they do. And the perfection's a pretty high bar. It takes a long time. And, you know, the reflection of that approach...
Is that Borderlands 2 in the back? Were they talking about Borderlands 4 in the same interview? Oh, that's crazy.
In the success of Grand Theft Auto 5, which has actually excelled in 3 console generations, which is extraordinary.
It hasn't excelled in 3 generations. You know what it has done? Been milked for filth for 3 generations that somehow console players continue to buy over and over again, knowing full well that PC probably wasn't going to get a re-release, because Rockstar knows that console players... This is Take-Two as well. They know that you will buy the game over and over and over again. They know PC players that already own Legacy won't bother to buy Enhanced because they can mod it. That is why I got the free whatever Enhanced version on PC. It didn't excel. They know that console players are suckers and will buy it over and over again. And if you did, you are the problem. And you fed into whatever knowledge they thought they had, and it worked.
And today, it's still the standard bearer for the industry, even though it was launched so many years ago. And that's
I wish it wasn't.
Astonishing in a business where the technology is continuing to change at a pretty steep rate. So think of the high bar that creates. You know, for us, of course, but much more so for the...
Us? Take-Two, you just invest in it and make your stockholders happy. You don't have shit to do with this. You're really gonna make it seem like the poor people that worked crunch time on Red Dead Redemption 2 had horrible management and were treated like garbage with minimal benefits or vacation pay, and you're gonna act like you're the struggling one? Oh my god, this is already pissing me off. This guy is not in the trenches. This guy just benefits from it and makes sure that the stockholders stay in and they get investments and they publish the goddamn game. Take-Two doesn't give a flying fuck.
Consumer.
So here we have Strauss Zelnick reiterating something about Rockstar Games that we've already really heard before, and we kind of already know, and that's that they seek perfection with their games, and that's why it takes so long, allegedly. And this is something that I've said before in my videos, but I'll say it again now, and that's that I have pretty high confidence that Rockstar is going to release a great game. You know, even if they have to delay the game, I think it's going to be worth it because they're going to put out a great game. Like, Rockstar Games is not EA or Ubisoft. They're going to be doing their absolute best to put out a game that is completed and finished. And anything below that standard is going to dramatically ruin Rockstar's reputation, and I don't think they can afford that after a 12-year wait in between titles. I mean,
in the definitive edition flop, that actually destroyed them.
And it's not like Rockstar Games' reputation with its community is at its best right now. And the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition release was not particularly great, so that's why I'm very confident that Rockstar can't afford to put out anything less than perfect with GTA 6.
You mentioned marketing. How do you market a big console game like Grand Theft Auto 6?
So it probably doesn't look much different than motion picture marketing. So we'll do a lot of brand marketing for a big release. We'll use outdoor, you know, we'll still be on television. The bulk of our spend, though, will be more directed to a consumer. It's more performance marketing. So we will use social media, and the audio-visual material against which we advertise will typically be delivered by Hulu, for example.
So where is it? Has anyone gotten a Google ad or a social media ad for GTA 6 other than going on Rockstar's website and or the first trailer? I'll wait.
As opposed to network television. You know, and we don't spend money on Super Bowl ads typically. But you will see us in outdoor for our big releases. I believe in outdoor.
So now we have Strauss talking about general marketing plans, and he talks about using outdoor here, which is pretty cool because in one of my videos recently, I talked about how I wasn't sure if they were going to be focusing on outdoor marketing like they have in the past. But based on what he says here, it sounds like it's just as important to him as it ever was, so I guess we can expect to see lots of billboards and lots of buildings painted with murals of GTA 6. He also
I mean, the same thing happened for 5 and 4. I don't know if you guys were even alive for it because GTA 5's so old. But Grand Theft Auto 4, they had like banners on skyscrapers. It was everywhere. I think it was at a bus stop bench at one point. I don't think that was America. I think it was another country though. It was kind of everywhere. But it was everywhere for a couple of months before release. We're kind of cutting it close, aren't we? I mean, I know it's 2025. It's like the game's supposed to come out. It's March 29th while filming this. It might cut into April by the time you see it. I'm just curious.
Talks about using social media marketing for the advertising, and this makes sense because GTA Online has been utilizing social media marketing for basically its entire life at this point. And let's be serious, if you're not using social media to market whatever it is that you're doing, then you're kind of an idiot.
One of the biggest questions right now in all gaming, in entertainment generally, is when does Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? Which seems to be a very carefully held secret. Why is it so carefully held as a secret?
The anticipation for that title may be the greatest anticipation I've ever seen for an entertainment property, and I've been around the block a few times, and I've been in every entertainment business there is. And we want to maintain the anticipation and the excitement. And we do have competitors.
Okay. I mean, sure. But you realize anticipation started in like 2015, right? Or like even 2018, because it was around the time where the gap between GTA 4 and 5 came out. It had passed. It's been a thing for a long time now. Even Mr. Beast for the Win, that fucking guy. He's been milking that for years. So, yes, it exists, but at what point are you screwing the people who actually want to buy it, waiting for trailer 2 to come out? Like, you could at least give us the trailer 2. It's the least you can do. Like, at this point, you're kind of pissing people off because it's supposed to be this year, and we know that they're secretive, and that's great, but there's never been a bigger gap between 1 and 2 when it came to trailers. I don't know. I feel like you guys kind of missing the anticipation mark here. It'll always be big news. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like it could be bigger had it been a little more organized. And let's be honest with ourselves here. You only released trailer 1 because of the leaks. You're risking those leaks every time you push the trailers in the game further back. You're risking it. It's on your database. It's there. People know it's there. All it took was a Fire TV and a hotel TV. I mean, really though, like you're seriously risking security issues for anticipation that has existed for a decade.
Editors who will describe their release schedule for years in advance. And we found that the better thing to do is to provide marketing materials relatively close to the release window in order to create that excitement on the one hand and...
Well, yeah, you don't want a cyberpunk situation. But you also don't want a GTA 6. Anything with the leaks, having the trailer come out early. Because you can tell that they rushed it out because they're like, oh fuck, and now trailer 2 is like nowhere to be seen.
Balance the excitement with unmet anticipation. And we always get it exactly right, but that's what we're trying to do.
So that was the big heavy hitter that basically everyone's going to be talking about. It's Strauss reiterating that yes, they're doing a shorter marketing cycle this time around. So the fact that we don't have a second trailer yet isn't really something to be too concerned about. And while I still don't think that it was Rockstar's initial plan to be completely silent for over a year on GTA 6, it's very clear that Rockstar is intentionally doing this to build up hype and anticipation and just do a very shortened marketing cycle right before the game releases. So I guess the real question here is, at what point do we start getting worried that the game is going to be delayed? And I think that that point is May. And it actually has nothing to do with the fact that that is the next Take-Two earnings call. If we're still aiming for this fall release, then November is the actual last month that they could possibly release the game. And a former Rockstar dev stated that the earliest that they usually know that the game is going to have to be delayed is 6 months out. Okay, the editing version of me here to say that obviously this does not say 6 months. It very clearly says that the decision to delay GTA 4 was made 4 months before the original release date. With that being said, it seems like we're in agreement here that it's not going to be until May that they'll know that the game needs to be delayed or not. So I'm gonna say that my 6 months assessment is pretty good. It's spot on actually.
Yeah.
And well, 6 months from November would put us in May. Now with that being said, this still doesn't guarantee that we're gonna hear anything from Rockstar in May. It's very likely that the earnings call comes and goes and we just hear nothing from them. Especially if the game doesn't get delayed, then Rockstar really has no reason to talk to us at all still. But I will say that with the game being 6 months out from release in May, I think it's more likely than not that we get a second trailer by then. At this point, I think that the most likely scenario is that the earnings call happens and we hear absolutely nothing from Rockstar. They still say that the game is on track for release in fall 2025. And then a little bit after the earnings call, we get the trailer 2 drop. I think just based on the fact that the May earnings call is what everyone is looking at for the next possible time that we get trailer 2, Rockstar is just not going to do anything around that date. I think it's likely that they let us get super disappointed by the fact that we don't hear anything again after the earnings call, and then maybe like 2 weeks after they drop the second trailer. But I don't know, I just want anything from Rockstar at this point. You can tell me the game's delayed, please, just anything. I want something. Like, I'm just so tired of looking at trailer 1 at this point. It feels like it's been around as long as GTA 5 now. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. If you want to hear more about my thoughts and predictions,
see, that's what I mean. You're just disappointing people because you hear nothing. Like, it's almost a letdown, and it truly feels like a mistake that they didn't mean to release trailer 1. Because if they wanted it to be shorter, why release trailer 1 like almost a year ago now? You're really risking the leaks, and I hope you know what you're doing, Rockstar. And Take-Two, you never really know what you're doing, but I hope you don't fumble this one. Anyways, comment down below what you guys think. If you agree or disagree, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.